Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And welcome back to another episode of what we're doing this with a perfect and what is it? Perfect and powerful stories or whatever the fuck Josh titled this show. Yeah, we're doing another commentary. It's been a while. I think our last one was either La La Land or Krampus. I can't remember which one exactly was the last one, but yeah, it feels good to be back for another one. And this time around, we're gonna be watching Man of Steel in honor of the Flash coming out this coming next week. So yeah, and to join me to watch this movie is my co-host, because the other one didn't want to come in, is Evan Harris.
Glad to be here. I'm excited. Man of Steel. Didn't think we'd be watching this one. I mean, I love this movie, but I didn't think, with the Flash coming out next week, it's featured heavily with the Man of Steel timeline and everything like that. I didn't expect that when, the Flash was being created. But with the Flash coming out, we have Zod coming back. We have not Superman, but Supergirl featured heavily in the story. So that's exciting. But yeah, I always loved Man of Steel, and it's always fun to go back to where it all began, really, with Man of Steel here in 2013. It's kind of funny, we're going back to where it all began, and they're kind of like featuring Man of Steel heavily, but then this is the end for this current iteration of the DCEU, I guess you wouldn't call it. So this is exciting. Yeah.
It's like one of the weirdest, like, full circle moments. Not even weird, it's just messiest, probably, in just like any franchise in history.
Yeah, it's one of the messiest, up and down. People like to talk about Star Wars with all the, back and forth behind the scenes craziness, but it's hard to beat the DC universe over the past decade and a half.
Try to explain in a couple of years to a regular person or a newcomer, the next generation, with the mess of this franchise from 2013 to the present day. It's very complicated.
Very complicated.
Very Twitter based.
Big time. But with the Flash coming out, with Man of Steel here, I'm excited because I've always really liked Man of Steel, and regardless of like the 10 plus years since Man of Steel aired, literally came out in 2013. Was it June 2013 or was it April 2013 with Man of Steel? Are we 10 years exactly?
I think it might be June. I think you might be right. Let me double check that.
Man of Steel, June 10th. Oh no way! No way!
No way!
That's crazy.
Okay, people, here's the thing. We didn't plan this. We didn't even think about doing it on June 10th. We were going to do it originally last Wednesday, but things just happened that prevented that from happening. So, you know what? Destiny, I guess.
It says June 10th something, and then June 14th, United States. I don't know. It's weird. But we'll take it. We'll take June 10th. 10 years, couple days. That's crazy.
The world premiere was on June 10th.
God, that's what it was. Okay. Whatever. We'll take it. We'll take credit for it.
We'll keep it.
Exactly. But yeah, regardless of all the top movies coming out over the past decade since this movie released, this is still easily in my top 3 of the DC movies. Like, I have this, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. What else came out with the DC? Wonder Woman was fine, but I think I have this above Wonder Woman, the first one.
Aquaman, Shazam.
I'm not a huge fan of Aquaman. Shazam's really good. The first one's really good, but I would have this ahead of Shazam, I think.
Birds of Prey?
Yeah. Birds of Prey was really fun as well. Really good. That's another very good one. But again,
what's the third?
I don't know. I think Man of Steel, The Suicide Squad.
Not the
probably Zack Snyder. No, Zack Snyder's Justice League is an enigma for me because I don't even count the 2017 Justice League, but the Zack Snyder's Justice League is 4 hours of a huge event movie. How do I even categorize that? It's 4 hours. Like it's like 2 movies. It's weird. Like it's kind of what I do with like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. It's kind of hard to rank those movies. But anyways, I just love this movie a lot. I think the character work is great with Cal, regardless of all the controversy that happened after the fact. I love the character work. I love the effects. I love the fighting style. I love what they do with Krypton. I love a lot of this movie. The family dynamic between him and we'll talk about it as we go through the commentary here, but the family dynamic is solid. It's not my favorite interpretation of Cal and the what am I breaking it? His family, his father. It's not my favorite interpretation of that kind of story. Of course, I think the OG one is still a bit better when it comes to that. But the whole tornado fiasco, it's not my favorite. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about
yeah,
it.
we'll get into it. But yeah, we're gonna be watching this on Max, and I'm ready when you are, Evan.
Yep.
Who you want to do the countdown or what?
Sure. Let's go down here. Yeah, we're all on HBO Max, or as Edgar said, Max, because they try to switch up on us. Really, not cool. So yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, mine had a loading screen. Wait a second. Wait. Okay, let's go back. Mine's loading. Why is it loading? I had it on pause for like 10 seconds.
Redo.
Let's redo this. Oh my god. Let me exit out to the main menu here. I hate when movies do this. It says watch again, by the way. I'm like, when is the last time I watched this on Mac? That's weird. Okay. Still loading.
I did watch this recently, so I'm watching it again.
Oh. Still loading. Okay. Technical issues here. Give me a second. Oh boy.
Something that I've learned is reboot the Wi-Fi before a stream.
I know. I mean, it's funny because my PS5 zooms, but when I come in here to use my PS4 for these streams, sometimes this is my first time using Max on the PS4, so maybe something's going on here. Let me close the app. Restart. Come on, Max.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I remember seeing this for the first time in 2013, thinking this was a really good movie, but it grew on me as the years went on. Kind of like the opposite for where a lot of other people were kind of diminished as time went on. I've always had a bright spot for Man of Steel. I didn't love it when I first saw it, but I revisited it from time to time, and I'm like, you know what? Compared to the other stuff that's been coming out, I really like Man of Steel. And just by itself, it's a really fun movie.
It's funny because that's kind of like the same way that I felt about it. First of all, I didn't get to see this one in theaters, which kind of sucks now in retrospect. But I remember when still, I mean, it's still a thing here in the US, but it's more of a niche thing. Like when Redbox was really huge back in the day, like in 2013, I remember renting the movie. I watched the movie. I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was mostly very boring. I don't know. But that was my first experience with the movie. But as I kept rewatching, I think I even rewatched it that same weekend before I had to return it. And then I don't know, something just clicked. It's kind of weird.
It's interesting.
But I kind of enjoy those experiences. I think something like that happened recently with a movie, but I can't recall which one.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've always really liked it. Well, my PS4 is giving me issues, so I'm using my backup. Give me a second.
No,
my phone never fails when it comes to this stuff. So
you're gonna watch it on your phone, as Zack Snyder intended.
As Zack Snyder intended. Sorry, Zack. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, back to 0. Make sure my brightness is all the way up. Okay. Ugh. All set, ready to go. Let's try this one more time. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
This poor man's phone is gonna explode by the end of this.
Nah, it's good. I always charge my phone before I wake up.
Yeah, professional.
Oh, we didn't even talk about beforehand the theme. Love this theme for Suits.
Hans Zimmer. What do you
Hans
think?
Zimmer.
What do you like most? Because like at this point, he's done like a bunch of comic book movies. He's done the Dark Knight trilogy. He's done this, and he did another
Wow.
Batman theme for uh, BVS. Like, what do you think would be his best? Because I think Man of Steel is my personal favorite of the three.
Man of Steel is the
Like,
one I go back to a lot. But isn't he? Is he involved with that Wonder Woman theme as well? The theme,
well,
not the
he
whole.
Junkie XL made
Oh,
the
that was Junkie
score for that
XL.
entire
Okay.
movie, so it's kind of like like both of them essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who really gets the credit, but I think both of
True.
them.
I love this theme. Krypton.
I always love this like weird like their technology, the Kryptonian technology, like looks like very like alien-esque, like from like Ridley
Yeah.
Scott's Alien.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. Yeah, it has like that alien-ish technology. They are kind of like aliens, but yeah, it's very interesting. But it really gets you into the movie here.
Yeah, it's a really great way to like set the tone.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And I also like I like again like we all know how this franchise went downhill after 2016, but it's really like kind of like looking back, kind of like beautiful that the movie that essentially started this franchise, this new take on the franchise, is with the literal birth of Superman.
Yeah, I mean that's where you got to start with. That's what James Gunn's doing. You got to start with Superman. Matter of weeks. This council is way worse than the Jedi Council.
Whatever happened to that Krypton show on Sci-Fi?
Oh, bombed. Terrible. I heard. I never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched that. I just wasn't it supposed to be part of this like the continuity or discontinuity
I
or some
think
shit
so,
like
but then
that?
they ventured out real quick. I think. I love this. We got to explore. We got to move. Hope. Oh boy. Somebody always loves to crash the party. Disbanded. Next. Zack.
Man, Michael Shannon in this movie.
So good in this movie. He's
Still
fantastic.
the best villain of the DCEU.
Easily. No question. No question. Endless debates. Yeah. There's nothing to save. We got to leave. Ooh.
Is this? I don't think I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't the first time, but like because like their on-screen chemistry is just like really good. But like this is the first time Shannon and Russell Crowe have been in a movie together.
I would assume so. I'm not sure. It would take me a while to think about that. But I love Zod's character here. An anarchist, a terrorist, but also comes from a solid point of view. Like we just saw the council being idiots, and he just killed them. Like, okay, there are idiots. Krypton is on his last day, so yeah.
Yeah, I also like that this whole point, like he's not really that different than this guy. I forgot his fucking name. Than Russell Crowe's character, but like he's just coming in from another perspective. Like both of them, Jor-El. There you go. He's just coming from a different perspective. Like both of them are like very desperate to save their planet, but like just completely different like approaches.
Completely different approach, which works for every hero villain archetype, right? It's like the hero has an optimistic version of hope. Like we got to leave, but I have hope that we can prosper. While meanwhile, Zod's full on like we must stay here and power through my means. Like I decide which bloodline survive, basically. Very flawed. This part is just so badass. So just visually, so incredible. explosions everywhere, and it looks so real.
Just such a great way to start the movie with the last couple of days of Krypton.
The last breath of Krypton. It reminds me of Bumblebee, right? Where they're on Cybertron in the beginning. You're like, oh shit, this is really cool, right? Like, I love those kinds of openings. It's so stunning.
I know a lot of fans um like clamor like Zack Snyder's Watchmen, the opening of Watchmen as his like one of the best of his probably his career, but honestly, I think this might be his best.
I think this might be his best. Yeah, the opening credits of Watchmen are great. But yeah, this is my favorite opening overall for sure. Swimming. What was it? Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation.
I'm gonna have to start watching those soon.
Yeah, Nathan and I are going to be doing our mission commentary starting next week. Once we find the time, gonna have to double up one of these weeks.
Have you guys finished the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull yet? Or
no, probably doing that tomorrow or something like that. Yeah, we just watched Last Crusade the other day. Perfect film.
Best of the three.
I love Temple of Doom, but I think this might be Last might be my favorite now on rewatch. That's like the Krypton core thing, right? With all the DNA and codes or whatever.
The babies, very Matrixy.
The Matrix, yeah. They got here quick. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna do my own thing. Whee! Flame on!
I mean, it must have hurt landed on that thing.
Right? Oh, my chest. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. Damn, this is crazy. Russell Crowe, the GOAT.
I forgot. Did Ridley Scott mention if he was gonna bring him back in some kind of way in Gladiator 2 or nah?
I think nah. I'm not sure now. I think no, but it's definitely possible via easy flashbacks. I guess they'll flashback to the first film, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably not.
Or Gladiator Heaven, I guess. I don't know.
Gladiator Heaven, yeah, exactly. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Vanessa.
Seemingly intelligent. It's a good assumption. They'll kill him. Oh, so good. He be a god.
I like how very early on the movie starts planting these seeds of
yes,
how he is like much different as a parent figure than the Kents.
True. Like he has so much faith in him and his abilities, right? While the Kents have faith, but they're all surrounded by they're scared. The Codex, the key, the Allspark. One last time. Oh, so sad.
Dom Toretto.
They give birth to Dom. Oh my god. It all makes sense now. He survives everything. He'll be a god to them. Fast 11, he's a god. Man, this opening just hits. It's emotional. It's gripping. It's it's hard to take your eyes away from it. It's exciting. Yeah. 3 words you can't say for a lot of the DC movies recently.
Even though it's a controversial one, and we're gonna get into it later, but this might also be probably the only DCU movie with a solid third act.
Ooh, we do get the cliche light in the sky here.
But that's just a cliche. It's not really
It's a
like
cliche, but you're right. I like the third act a lot. People hate on it, but I think me and you, minority, we say minority, but people have really turned around in this movie. I like third act a lot. I think it's very good, especially with the fight. The fight, it could be a little bit long, but overall, I love it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, our hopes and dreams. How many times did they say hope in this first act here?
take a shot every time they
Every
say
time they say
hope.
hope. I know. Our hopes and
I really do think that if they would have just let Zack Snyder
great
do
shot,
a
great
set.
shot.
Oh yeah, you gotta do Apocalypse now.
Always.
Um, but I feel like if they would have given Snyder the shot to just do like a straight sequel to this and then move on to like BBS, give a little bit more context in between movies.
We got a whole new world right there, man. Yeah. It's crazy how we never got a sequel to this movie. It's wild to me.
10 years later, baby.
10 years later. Quinter
Man.
McQuarrie, baby.
That makes me feel old, man.
That's crazy. 10 years. Hey, this is 1 year before I graduated high school.
And in 2 years, Force Awakens anniversary.
And that changes everything. Yeah.
That will make me feel old.
We'll be at Celebration, though. Japan!
Hopefully.
I'm going. I don't care. I'm saving up already.
$1 a day.
Hell yes. I'll let you live. His face. Child behind the scenes.
People say that Shannon, like, he's very like intimidating and like serious, but honestly, I think part of it is like he's kind of funny. Like it's very goofy.
Funny. It's goofy, but it's the perfect amount of goofy, right? Like the
Yeah.
line delivery, only Shannon could do that. Heresy, rah! Like he's so gruff. It's so funny. Yeah.
Like it's not like winking at the camera funny. It's just like naturally goofy.
Exactly. It's like goofy within the world of like, hey, yeah, this is a comic book, and it works so well. Right. It's a weird balance, but it just works. Beat his ass. Laura Croft. Abort. And she was the one who was having like doubts, but she has to have faith. She has to have hope. Woo. Dum dum dum. Yeah. Come on, Jorel. What are you looking at? Come on. Jorel. Come on. That's a weird death, but I'll take it.
It's always funny in movies when somebody gets stabbed and their reaction is just like nothing.
Oh wow. Gotta pull a Barry.
Barry.
The GOAT. You will never find him. We got a runner.
Where
Cal just
else
minding his
has
business.
where else has that actress been on? She's really good in this movie.
Oh, she's fantastic. Yeah. Well, we failed. Are they surrounded? Like they're surrounded, but there's like fights going on everywhere. Did we lose?
Peter Quill, did we just lose?
Murder is called a massacre. That's long. Yeah, fuck y'all.
That's essentially what he does. That's
Mm. I love the head tilt. I will find him. I've uttered this line every day for the past 10 years.
when you need to find a student that got in trouble.
Yeah. I will find him. Iconic. Yeah, but he is the best Zod that we've ever had. It's gonna be hard to beat him if they ever do him again anytime soon. I don't think they go Zod for Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
I'll probably go to classic Lex Luthor, but I don't know.
Classic what?
Lex Luthor rivalry, maybe,
Luthor,
or at least introduce it.
Mm-hmm. I gotta read that Man of Tomorrow graphic novel that James is hyping up. Grant Morrison, I think. Beautiful shot. Honestly, they all should be going to this place. The Krypton's about to blow. Take me to a black hole, please. So cool. All this technology is very cool. Was Interstellar?
The Phantom Zone or whatever it's called.
Phantom Zone, yeah. In Young Justice season 4, they had a whole Phantom Zone arc, which is really cool.
I haven't seen that.
I really want people to watch Young Justice. It's probably my favorite comic book TV show of all time. Right next to Teen Titans, I think.
I still give credit to cartoons for getting me into a lot of the stuff that I love now. Like Definitely. I remember watching Justice League, the 2000s
Hell yeah
cartoon. I remember
Justice League Unlimited too.
Yeah, Unlimited. Obviously, Batman the animated series, and then what else? For Marvel, it was for me
Spider-Man the animated series.
Yeah, the Spectacular Spider-Man. But also like the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, before it got canceled after 2 seasons.
I saw that after the fact. Like I saw that when I was in college on Netflix, and I was like, "Oh, this show rocks." Damn,
the theme
literally blew up. It's like, was that the same day or days later after they took away Zod? Wow. Starkiller Base? Yeah, Supernova. Yeah, definitely Cal and Zod were the lucky ones here. And maybe Supergirl as well, if they were setting that up at all.
Another thing that I like about this movie, even though obviously it was going to be the start of the DCEU, that just on its own, it's just a good movie. Like it does try to set up a few threats for the future, but like it still stands on its own. Like it's very rewatchable.
For sure. I give credit to a lot of the DC movies after this. Like a lot of them weren't set up. Like Wonder Woman is a pure movie. The Suicide Squad, pure movie. Like a lot of the movies that we love, like Shazam, not trying to set a lot of things up, just fun, heartfelt. Here we go. Big guy, big man. The GOAT.
The Witcher. Oh, wait.
The Witcher. Final season coming up. I love Henry Cavill. Just a great guy, great nerd, great fellow nerd. I saved you. Is this the Perfect Storm prequel? My mom used to always watch that movie, Perfect Storm.
What is that? Is that the one with the poster of the boat like about to go, like about to sink or whatever?
Yeah,
With a huge ass wave.
The big wave, yeah.
I think I've seen the poster. I don't think I've seen the movie.
It's a long movie. What is it, Deepwater Horizon? Another great movie. Jesus Christ. That's just all the oil on his chest.
I know.
Glistening. Clark starts throwing people away. Ugh, ugh. This is nuts. Like, did nobody else see that? Come on, guys. Leave his ass. Wow. What a shot.
Establishing already that he's barely learning how to save people.
Barely learning, but also establishing how strong he is. Just how crazy strong he is. Did the people on Clark's original ship there, did they go over there to save them? What did they do? They just called it in or what? Because they were just like sitting there looking at the explosion. That's kind of weird. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
The structure of this movie is also very good.
Very
like
interesting.
Going back and forth
yes.
between his childhood.
I like it. It's not like a to B thing. Like these kids are hideous. I can see your insides. He is gone.
I feel like there's like touches throughout the movie, but especially like in the flashback scenes, at least for me, it feels like like the most like Nolan-ly stuff, because didn't he help write this? Or I mean, I know he's a producer on it, but didn't he co-write it too?
I don't know if he co-wrote it. I think he just consulted. We'll see who credits. I feel like such a Zack Snyder piece. I think it was just merely consulted. Because it's exactly like after Rises, so
writers Christopher Nolan, David S. Goyer, and original writer. The original writers, Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel. But yeah, it's Goyer and Nolan, which kind of makes sense since they did Batman Begins.
How much of Nolan do you think was actually in this? I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like this is such a Snyder project. In Goyer, it has Goyer tendency as well, of course.
Yeah, from my end, I think. I mean, I could be totally wrong, and then probably somebody will correct us. But
yeah, actually,
but like, from my understanding is that I think Warner Brothers are the ones who wanted him to like direct the movie and make it like Christopher Nolan, and he just like did a draft and like pitched like what he would have done with it, and then just handled it to Snyder, and then Snyder just did like a whole other thing with Goyer probably.
That's right. That's what it felt like. Feels like. Probably gave like, okay, this is what I would do for a Superman movie, sure. But yeah, this is 1 year after Rises, right? It wasn't Rises 2012.
Yeah.
20, yeah, 2011. Was Rises 4 years after Dark Knight? That's a long time. Oh, he did another movie before that. He did like Inception after that.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, flashing back a couple scenes earlier, the whole whale thing. People who thought the whales were Aquaman related.
Oh yeah, Aquaman.
Like Aquaman saved Clark. It's like yeah.
I love how everybody came up with these elaborate like little explanations, and then Batman v Superman just does it all in an email.
Does it all in the email. Exactly. It's like, nope, you guys are wrong. No setup.
Man, even the flashback cues, like him staring at the bus and then going back to a memory.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Good editing. I'll beat his ass. No, okay. Dick splash? What is that? That's your joke? Oh, shit. Damn. Holy shit. That's traumatizing from a kid. Holy fuck. Like, I'm never riding on a bus again. I'm never getting in a car again. That's traumatizing as hell. What do you do? This is like the movie. What did we just see? The Halloween movie. Crap, with the little kid killer. What was it called?
Little kid killer.
The Halloween movie that we saw last Halloween together on stream. The classic. The with the candy and shit.
Okay, yeah. Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, yeah, with the whole bus thing where the kids just got killed. Yeah, Kat, how do you come out of this one, dude? How do you like it wasn't me?
I mean, technically it was the tire that exploded.
Yeah. No, I mean like it wasn't me in terms of like saving them.
Oh yeah, Superman, yeah.
Like you gotta haul ass now. Like, hey, I got lucky. I don't know. That was weird, right? That was weird, guys. No one will ever know.
That kid looks a lot like it, like Henry Cavill too. They
really
did
casting.
really good casting.
I agree. Yeah. It's so awkward. Clark didn't do shit. God. Providence. My mom loves her some Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's always good.
Everyone in this movie is very well cast.
Very well cast. Yeah, Kevin's great.
Arguably, the only person that some people would say is Amy Adams, but even then, like I don't think it's a her problem.
Really?
I think it's more of a she doesn't get much to do after this movie problem. But
after this one, for sure. Yeah. We talked about this. Those kids should have died. What do you want me to do, Dad? I mean, yeah, Clark could have been more secret, like, right? Right, Dad? Come on. What's your answer to that? Nothing. Maybe? Some crazy shit, dude.
I mean, not to be like weird or anything, but just knowing how people are in the real world, especially over there in Texas, it doesn't surprise me that this is how a parent would react about
exactly. Yeah,
trying to protect his own kid.
You're right. Like it's a very selfish fatherly protection.
Like
he's kind of not wrong in a sense of it. Like when he becomes Superman, everything changes for better or for worse.
Yeah, like not trying to go overly dark here in this stream, but like even like fucking country is stupid and there's no regulation on guns, but like if a kid tried to save another kid during unfortunately a school shooting, and let's say that he was successful at saving some kids, and he turned out to like save himself too. Like the parents would be like fucking pissed. Like yeah, it would be like
Yes.
you did a good thing, but they would be like pissed too.
Great point. Not on the periodic table. I love when science movies do that. It's not on the periodic table. What is this? Ooh. You're a wizard.
That's a good line.
Great line. Great line.
I was gonna give a timestamp, but for some reason Max doesn't give you a timestamp, so I guess we'll leave it at that.
Weird. You're right. We don't have a timestamp. I just looked at it.
I feel like HBO Max used to have it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Yeah. But we have an hour and 51 minutes left, and it's ticking. So I think we're 40 minutes in, 30 minutes in, 30. Yeah. We're on the 30-minute mark. What that reason is. So good. Really setting up his like conflicted arc in terms of like really wanting to listen to what his father's telling him to do, in terms of discovering who he is, trying to blend in with the world around him, but also his inner self just can't help saving people, like we saw earlier. It's great.
I still find it wild that people somehow took offense at at Clark like taking revenge on this one dude that's about to happen right now with the whole truck thing.
People don't like what Clark did?
I guess.
Oh, wow. I mean, he goes overboard, but it's like, these guys are idiots. I don't care. Why do you guys care about them? Dude, wow. Look at this. I'm taller than you. I can beat your ass, and you're looking up to me, and you're doing this shit. Okay. Love that. Want to try that again, buddy?
I would love a deleted scene of seeing Clark doing what he does to the truck.
Me too.
Just going quick.
And this guy is still going off, dude. Like, what are you doing? This guy's unhinged. He's drunk, of course, but like, still, it's like, okay, cool, yeah. It took Clark like 3 hours to do this shit now.
Just trying to be. How are you even quiet about it? Do you?
You're right. Yeah, nobody saw this
somewhere
shit.
else.
Nobody saw this. Nobody. Like, it's right here. It's right outside. Nobody saw this. Nobody heard anything. Like, boom. Like, come on.
His reaction is just like, huh.
Yeah, he's like, how did that happen? I wonder, huh? I'm fired, I guess. Yeah, it's like, this is crazy. You're right. Very weird, but whatever.
Here comes your girl.
The GOAT. Her last great movie? No, I'm kidding. 2016's Arrival was her last great movie.
Hey, Nocturnal Animals too.
Nocturnal Animals was really good. Yes. A little on the nose at times, but I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those movies that you just can't watch again, though, because it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. The third act of that movie is just
not good, buddy.
That was also Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Jake Gyllenhaal, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah. I love me some Amy Adams.
Get her a new agent, please.
Please, her and Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, poor guys. Who else needs another agent? Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender for sure. He's coming back with Taika's next movie, which looks really good.
David Fincher, the killer.
And Fincher, yeah. He's on the come up. Another great actor, this guy, I forget his name, but yeah, he's always good. He's a Law and Order guy.
Oh yeah. I always figured why he looks so familiar.
He's in Law. He's like in the later episodes, seasons of Law and Order. Why is this giving vibes of Alien versus Predator? When they find that whole thing under the ice. -40. Shit.
That's where our dear friend Noah Olsen lives.
Oh yeah, wow.
I'm joking.
I know. Norway guy, right?
You know something that's been bugging me for a while now? Not about this movie, it's just something that I've noticed for the last couple of years, especially now since I started a new job in photography. Every single company uses Nikon cameras. Why? They're good cameras. I'm not complaining, but like why? Why Nikon?
Nikon has the most money to sponsor. I guess. I don't know.
Like Disneyland, Disney World, all the cameras that they use, like their photographers, they're all Nikon. The
Weird.
company that I'm working is Nikon. Now I guess
Jeez.
Amy Adams is using Nikon.
Nikon, please sponsor us. Hey. Brought to you by
I'll, t-
Nikon.
I'll take a free camera.
Me too. Shit. I don't even take pictures. I hate pictures of myself. What a great cut. Gods and monsters. He finds Godzilla.
How are you not shaking of the cold?
Right? Like the cold, the unknown, right? Anything could be down there. You never know.
Supergirl?
Oh, is this the empty one, right?
Oh, it's about to come up. Yeah,
About to
I
come
think
up.
so.
Dun dun dun. The key. It's so cool looking. Once again.
It gives me more Prometheus vibes than Alien.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Prometheus. The ghosts. My God. Jarrell, is that you? Kello's like, Russell Crowe? What? The famous actor Russell Crowe?
I think this is one of the things that's supposed to be Supergirl.
Okay. Supergirl's dead? No, okay. Yeah, one of them is empty.
Yeah, that one.
Yep. Did Zack confirm that was the tease for Supergirl, or is that just fans?
I think it might have been a tease from him, but I'm not entirely sure.
Dang, he got yeeted.
Oh
She
no,
got
Nikon! You have to have a shot of the Nikon camera being destroyed
every time. Yeah, what the hell? Now that you mentioned it, I can't get it out of my head. You're not supposed to be here. Oh no, he's hot. Cal is so ready to just like say fuck the secret. Every time he comes across somebody, it's like, oh boy, this must hurt like hell. Holy shit. Ugh. These guys are heavy sleepers. Shit. Wake up.
Low key, that's me.
Really? I'm such a light sleeper. At least I think I am.
I'm a heavy sleeper. I remember once, this was like years ago when I was younger. It was, I guess it was like, there was like a pretty like big earthquake or whatever, and I was asleep and I wouldn't wake up until they like would shake me to like wake up, and I was so pissed that they woke me up.
Wow.
I was like, leave me alone.
Left through the earthquake. This is a stunning shot. E.T.? $18,000. They were close. They said 20,000. Yeah.
Why did they bring a journalist to the sighting again?
I forget. She said she had like clearance or whatever. She lied or whatever. Said she had like NASA clearance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would they invite a journalist to something that might not be a submarine?
I think were we talking over? I think she said she's like a NASA scientist. And she lied about her what she was really doing there. The most hateable guy in this movie.
Is it?
Minus Zod, of course. He's so annoying. But I mean, I like him in the end, I guess. He does some good shit in the end. But I mean, I like him as Perry.
Yeah.
What's the point? I know the truth. Cool. Next question.
Gotta chase after that story. Gotta get that money, that check.
Get that check, get that cheddar. Because all Lois cares about is money, yes.
I really hope that Rachel Brosnahan gets the role.
Ooh, I've never seen her in a lot of stuff. I haven't seen a lot of the lead actresses that are up for the role. The other one looked really good for me. What was her name? Emma Mackey.
Yeah.
She's like from Sex Education or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched that either, but she looks like a great Lois Lane. I am your father. Kelly, that's a weird name.
Cal
Kestis. Oh,
Henry.
God.
Henry Cavill.
Calvo. Mars.
Henry's already pretty big in this movie, and it's kind of wild to know that he's even bigger now.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right. Yeah. How's it been 10 years, dude? He looks like he's that same age. Crazy.
Those suits look like Buzz Lightyear. Not gonna lie.
Lightyear? 2022's Lightyear?
The box office hit Lightyear.
Exactly.
Man, some of our predictions are very hit or miss so far.
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, Little Mermaid domestically is doing good. Wonder.
I should have double checked I think I did double check, but I didn't really think much about the Fast X budget of that movie.
Oh yeah,
It's fucking huge.
Like 350. Yeah.
340. Yeah.
Did we say we were doing domestic or international overall for those movies?
I mean, we didn't ever really agree on anything, so I guess we can leave it open to both, but I don't know.
I think I was looking mostly at domestic, but overall, yeah, I mean, yeah. Guardians is doing very well.
Yeah.
I should have had more faith in Across the Spider-Verse, man. I think I had it like fourth, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I had Guardians, Mermaid, Mission, then Across. Worker, warrior, leader. How do they hide her pregnancy? They pulled it a Padme?
I mean, to be fair, their fucking dresses are pretty big. At least they look pretty
They're big and they're idiots. But
yeah, I don't know how Padme and Anakin hide that shit. That shit was obvious as fuck.
Why didn't you come with me? Oh, yeah. I was an idiot who watched you leave and I got stabbed. Yeah, he couldn't leave either. We'll love that. A product of a failure, just like Zod. There's another. Yep.
The reveal of the suit. Oh, it's so good.
Suit. It's still one of my favorite comic book suits. It's so different from his father's ideology. So good. By the way, hope again.
Hope.
Hope.
House of Hope.
The House of Hope. Mm-hmm. Dude, this sequence. Cal's like, do I have to wear the cape, Jor-El? Yes, Cal, you must wear the cape. This sequence is stunning.
Yeah, I'm sure James Gunn is gonna do a really great job with his Superman, but man, it's gonna be tough to beat this first flight sequence.
This first flight sequence is godly. It's drunken, it's radiation. I love that. Thing is banger. It's so good. And we've heard this score a little bit, like the soft piano throughout the first act of this movie, and now it's finally rising as he accepts who he is.
Really hitting that
So
crescendo.
good. That crescendo. Oh god. Yeah, smile.
I also just love, like, I know it's gonna sound silly because it's like a fucking guy that's flying, but I just love the physics, like every time that he takes off, like the damage that he leaves behind.
The damage, yeah. Yeah, the sound effects here are so good. Like Jarrell is so optimistic towards the people of Earth and them accepting Cal based off of Cal's abilities. But in time, whew, he'll join you in the sun. So good. And again, it goes pretty much against what Kent,
Jonathan Kent.
Jonathan Kent, yeah, what they're doing. It's like,
And it's kind of fascinating, like, because
Jonathan
like
Kent has been in Earth. Like he's an old man. He experienced Earth. He knows what Earth is
yeah,
capable of.
they
Jarrell
are
doesn't.
humans.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
human. Jarrell doesn't, but he has faith in Cal. So regardless of what he believes the Earth is capable of, he has faith in Cal to lead them, which is inspiring for a father.
Blasting the steam in the freeway. You'll believe you'll fly.
Yeah, this theme I blast it all the time. Just one, not even just a superhero theme. It's just a theme in general that I always listen to. Like whenever I'm reading a book, I get distracted when the song comes on because I'm like, oh, okay, this just hits. For some, the devil. Pattern that he was an asshole.
IHOP taking you back to Celebration.
Tell me about the time you almost died. Dang, that's some great investigating there, Lois. Oh, fuck. She just pulls out the shotgun on Lois. Like, get out. Interesting that they gave us the whole Jonathan Kent death right here before he actually dies. No, why? Yeah, because of people like you. Ooh, clocked. Clocked. She's right. It's in his nature. What do you think, Lewis?
Here we go.
Not the best, Bob.
I like the idea, but I just don't think the execution is fully there.
Yeah. I mean, the idea that the father has to die, you mean, or what?
I mean, like the idea that that Jonathan wouldn't want his
Cal
son to even save him.
Yes.
Because it would like expose like the secret that they've been keeping like their entire lives.
Exactly.
I just think it's like very, I don't know, it's very messy.
It goes in line because it's such a rigid ideology, and he's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
because it makes sense for the character.
It makes sense for that's what I meant. Yeah, he's not right, but it makes sense for what Jonathan's been telling his son ever since he was born. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's so risky. Like, I'm going to go back for the dog and then just like Don't say like I love the whole, you know, it's basic of course, but the whole OG version of just he has cancer. It's something that Cal
Yeah.
can't save, no matter how
Mhm.
much he tries. I like that better than just like something he could do but chooses not to just because his father said so. Because Cal eventually does go against his father's wishes. Um, but still, yeah. See, I like just like Cal saved the dog, right? Like you saving the dog doesn't mean anything, right? Like why can't Cal be the one to do it there? And then if he survives, right? If he survives, like, oh wow, I got lucky, right? I got lucky. Oh no, I survived. But then I don't get it. I don't get it.
I do. There is a very small moment that I like where like you see Clark about to go and then he looks back at the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, it's just like
Dog gets picked up by the tornado, anyways. Like, oh shit. Like, god damn. Like, how could you even watch that? That's gnarly. God, that's heartbreaking. Mm. The rover's not ready. But then you saw the whole sequence where he feels like he might be ready. So it's a very interesting dichotomy. This guy's in everything.
most recently in something new that we will not be talking about
Not yet.
in a few weeks. In a few weeks.
Yeah. We'll talk about it at the end of the year, or end of the month thing.
That tornado reminded me one day. I know you're gonna do either here or with Nathan a Twister
Say it again?
commentary. That with the tornado that you one day are probably gonna do either here or with Nathan a Twister commentary.
Twister. Yeah, I love
Twister
it's
2?
Twisters.
Twisters.
Yes. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Twister. Okay. I love this. I get somebody else outside of Jonathan who agrees with his ideology. He doesn't even know Cal, right? Like he just it's just another viewpoint that allows the
Yeah.
audience to be like, okay, so it's not just Jonathan's rigid thinking. Like there's other people out there who also agrees with Jonathan. Like the world might not be ready, but like the whole movie's telling us like these are these barriers within the human population that are very rigid and very skeptical
Yeah.
of the prospect.
Even
of
like even like whatever you feel about Batman versus Superman, like there's like this like montage of like the news like discussing the existence of Superman,
so
and
good. I love that
and they're
scene.
talking about like, do you believe there should be a Superman? And then the senator was like, well, there is like there's nothing you can do. Like
Yeah,
it's
there
just
is
a
now,
really simple
right?
line, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I also love that sequence in BVS where it's like, is he a savior? Is he well, what is he like really like? Yeah, is he God? It's
An angel or a devil or whatever.
yeah. Like those are some interesting stuff in that movie. If it wasn't just swallowed up by he has to fight Batman.
Justified.
Like BVS has some great ideas in the first act.
I still like that movie as a whole, but like yeah, it's very It's very messy.
The Ultimate Cut definitely saves that movie for sure.
Like you can tell in that movie that there's so many like studio mandates, but like
There's so
Snyder,
much.
you can also still see like Snyder trying to like put his own touch on it, regardless of like all the studio notes that he's getting.
Agreed. You can see like the tangible connection between the themes that are talked about here and what's in BVS, which is why people are like, "I love the ideas. We just want that in his own movie,
Yeah,
in his own Man of Steel sequel." Like, there's some great
like
ideas about a world.
like
living
imagine
with
like
Superman.
just like even if you still wanted to keep a JC
Jesse
as
Eisenberg.
yeah, as Lex, like just have a movie between those two, just that idol that fucking fight, like mental fight, like it's just like great. Like even that entire sequence in the what is it, the Capitol? Is it the Capitol? I think it's
Yeah.
the Capitol, right? Yeah. um Again, it's just like amazing.
It's good. And again, I love that scene that we're talking over with the mom. It's like he's very accepting of his mom's like her wishes there and her feelings.
Yeah,
I love the relationship between Cal and Martha. It's so special.
we have to watch.
Good old Harry Lennox. Great actor. As of yet. Weird line, but okay. Dramatic entrance. This is like a rival. Have you not watched the news?
Yeah.
Like, Professor, you should turn on the TV. Oh, this is the You'll Never See Me. No, I'm kidding. Wrong movie. You'll Never See Me Coming. Imagine that being on the news, dude. UFO sighting, like something coming down to Earth. That's wild.
When they hack into the signal and they deliver the message, it's like
that.
Snyder, like that little hint of like him going back to like his horror roots with like Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. So I've never seen Dawn of the Dead. Have you?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I have to watch it.
James Gunn.
James Gunn?
Yeah, he wrote it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Ayo. Electro? The Electro theme starts playing. Yeah, this is terrifying here. You'll never see me coming.
You are not alone.
In every language. It's so cool. They just had Michael standing in the studio just going through all the languages.
I know. And the fact that you don't even see his face is just like
it's
just
so good.
So cool.
This sequence is great.
Paris, like, you dumb.
Yep. Right when she said she was going to drop it, too.
He must be like, fuck, I should have published that story.
Like, damn it.
Scoop.
Come home, cow. What do you do for Kyle, man? This is crazy. So, Mom, what's for dinner? Like, what do you do here? Like, you can't let the planet suffer because he likes the planet. He's a hero at heart, but also wants to keep himself a secret, like his other father told him.
I think you would do the exact same thing he does. Mistake a
Wow, look, calling out Lois Lane on broadcast television. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
He's like, she's the one you want, not me.
Yeah, go to Lois. Like, people can actually kill her for this. Fuck.
FBI.
Succession season 3. Tell them to turn away. They're the FBI. Lois, where are you going, buddy?
Gotta go run to Mexico. That's where everybody runs to in these movies.
They just shoot Lois. In the U.S., if Lois was black, he'd have been shot. Oh boy, what are you gonna do, Lois?
I love this movie, but this visual that's about to come up right now in the church is a little bit funny.
On the nose?
A little too on the nose.
Too on the nose, yeah. Because we already know, right? Like
they've been saying it like the entire
they've been
movie
saying
that
it
he's
constantly. Like he's like a god. You're a god to them. You will be their god. You will guide them. So yeah, it's not really necessary, especially when religion doesn't even come up a lot in this movie. I mean, it does in BVS a lot.
Yeah.
I
mean, it kind of does come up in this movie when Jonathan says that you're gonna change what people believe in the world, like with a higher power or whatever. But
true.
But yeah, like you've already been telling us, like,
yeah.
Again, it doesn't destroy the movie or anything. It's just like a little bit too on the nose.
Of course. And the bully saving him now. Character progression. Hey, Dad, we're gonna watch them beat me up.
He probably would have.
Right? Awkward. I wanted to kill him so bad, Dad. I wanted to beat his guts open, Dad. Ooh. And that's something they both can agree on, him and Jarrell. You're going to change the world either way. I like that. That's something they can agree on. Kyle will change the world for better or for worse. You never know. And the priest just turns him in. He's like, "Oh, really? Okay, cool. I'll be right back. Keep on talking. I'll be right back."
You can text 911, right?
Right.
He'll be like,
"Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so." Oh, by the way, in this movie, Zod is waiting for Kyle to show up. I wonder what happens in the Flash. Did he just invade Earth for no reason, or is he waiting for somebody to stop? Is he waiting for Kyle and that Earth too? That's gonna be interesting.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Leap of faith into the Spider-Verse. Fire! 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 Father, fire! This is Kyle's leap of faith.
Witness the setting for the Flash third act, probably.
Yeah. Gray space.
Yeah.
I was happy to hell. Where is she?
You know, we're gonna talk about it later, but do you think this movie is probably the reason why we don't have as many, especially comic book movies, as many blockbusters like said they're like third acts in a major city with like, explosions left and right and people being in danger?
Yes and no. I mean, a year before this, the Avengers effed up New York, right?
Yeah, and 2015 was probably I want to say it was the last one with the Ultron,
Ultron, they fucked
Sokovia,
up.
or what?
Yeah, Sokovia, a lot of things.
But after
That's
that one, I can't,
give
because
us
even
hope.
Batman versus even Batman versus Superman, like the third act
This whole
takes
place just happened to be abandoned, guys. Oh my
not a
god!
single homeless
Not a
person
single
living.
homeless person is here. It's like, come on, we get it. We get it, Zack. Like it's so on the over the nose. Yeah. I love this scene. You can. I haven't fucked anybody yet. Beep. Hmm. Exactly. Come on. Yeah, the guy who threatened you guys. Yes. Orders from who? Let me talk to the president. Where he at? Where he at?
Man, I love the. It's gonna sound stupid, but I love the. You can tell that this movie has some grain,
Has what?
like grain, like on the image.
Oh, yeah. Just like the
Everything's
Flash,
so,
right?
everything's so smooth these days.
Yeah, that's a good point. Got that grain in them. But yeah, you mentioned like this is the place where they fight in the Flash. It kind of looks like it. I mean, one in the Flash preview, it looks like one of them is on top of Zod's ship, and one of them's like on this big flat land, and it looks like
Yeah.
this is it. It reminds me of the end. No semi spoilers, but people see in the previews for Transformers, it's like all gray or whatever.
All gray
All
and
gray
game.
over. It reminds me of just, you're right. Like a lot of these movies, a lot of just flat battles.
Yeah.
Even though I love Shang-Chi, but the whole last act is gray and on flat land as well.
Like, but at least with that one, you still have like the village. But yeah,
The village, the culture aspects, yeah. Shang-Chi rocks.
like put another Avengers movie, set it in a city.
Yeah, let's go to a city, suburb, right? Like something. You said she was from what again? When you looked her up?
I looked her up. I didn't. The only thing that I could find that she was in another quote unquote big movie, and it wasn't even big, was the Seventh Son.
Oh my god, she's in
That
that?
was that's it.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
see
she's
a
in
preview.
other stuff, but like
Yeah.
nothing major besides this.
Interesting.
Which is kind of a shame. She's really good.
Yeah, Zack, come through. Put her in Rebel Moon. Part 2. Yes. Go tell him.
Their rivalry in this movie is like such a good like side
It's
thing.
weird. Yeah. It happens. It's weird. I like it too. I don't care what you tell him. He's like, oh no, she's hot. No. My wife's gonna kill me. Yeah.
How is the Michael Keaton's Batwing supposed to catch up with that?
Right? This is some supersonic shit. What does she have in her hand? I missed that.
The key?
Oh. Why does he want Lois to come along with him? Did I miss something?
I don't think they say. I don't remember.
It's because he has the knowledge.
Probably.
A lot of bright lights in this movie.
Lens flares.
Zack Snyder lens flare? Decorum. This is the good cop. I can tell you're lying. I can't. He has to shit it out, Lois. Damn, they made him flashback. It's fucked up.
Kind of goes back to when he was barely adapting when he was a kid.
Ooh, a good thematic parallel. Nice. Protect our civilization. Kind of skipping over a lot of things there. The Phantom Zone. They were there for like a day.
Imagine if we send like astronauts someday, and when they return to another planet, and like when they return to Earth, they just see it destroyed.
Destroy. It's like fuck. Where's that movie? Yeah.
The Martian 2?
Yeah, I would love that.
Or Moonfall 2?
Nope.
The ending of that movie.
Wild. It just kept going and going. Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
World Engine. So thank you for that, Cal. And Lois. But to save your race, you must doom mankind. Yes. You don't care about Earth, right, Cal? What a cool shot. What is a cool shot.
The one with the skeletons right now. Oh, so good.
Awesome. I will find the codex.
Snyder playing with that black suit early on.
Death. Look at this. A field of bones and skulls. Perfect. Great imagery. Fantastic. I love the sequence. Ooh, what can it be a part of? Pick a side. I remember that shot being in all the trailers. No.
The first thing I would ask is, how the fuck did you get into my brain?
Yeah. It doesn't haunt you. You don't give a shit. It haunts me, but hey, if I had to do it again, I would. Sun's coming in hot. Trident? Aquaman reference?
Trident. Who is this guy? He seems familiar.
No idea. Creepy dude.
Creepy dude.
Now give me that blood. Damn. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, I'm kidding. She just helps Zod.
I know.
I was like, hey, we got the codex already? Oh shit, that was easy. Just kidding. Drow's like, who the fuck are you?
I love how Lois just I love how Lois just becomes a murderer right now.
Yeah. I can teach you to be just like me.
A ghost.
Yeah, that's some great technology. Just your life essence, just like years after death, just still there.
I'll be like, let me die. Let me rest.
Right?
The hand gestures.
So cool. Do exactly as I say. Point and shoot. Here we go. I'm back.
He's back. He's back.
He's back.
Gotta get those ads, those product placements. This is about to be product placement galore.
Oh, really? Have fun in the escape pod. Drew couldn't have given her any better hints. Hey, somebody's coming. Watch out. Oh my god.
My dumbass would have been like, your left or
I'd be like,
or
what?
my left?
Oh, fuck. So great, dude. The bridge between both worlds.
I've noticed that a lot of superhero costumes, especially for DC, have like reused that like same pattern that this Superman costume has, but I feel like it has only really worked for this one because it's like, it's supposed to be like from another world.
Music's so good. Lois just like burns alive in there. Oh, that's a different movie. I was like, damn, this is hot.
His hand just goes a little bit too far. This house just looks identical to the same farmhouse from the fucking Mark Wahlberg's Transformers movie.
Oh wow. Thanks for reminding me about that shit.
I think we found a Transformers.
Okay, that's what they did to her. He's like, yeet. They got there fast. No idea. I love Martha. He's like, what is hell?
Those suits, man. Even more surprised.
Awesome.
More impressive that they're all just CG.
Are they all CG?
Yeah.
Oh wow. No practical effects there?
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
I think they're just wearing those like, generic like pajamas, fucking suits.
Mm-hmm. The good old pajamas. Oh, come on. Not the house. Boom. The combat in this movie is peak.
$7-Eleven.
Go poor 7-Eleven. Oh, the combat is so good. Like, this atmosphere sucks. There's so many people here.
What did he think was gonna happen if he knew that Clark was having a reaction to their atmosphere in the ship?
Yeah. Good point. Very good point. Because yeah, if Clark had a reaction to your ship, you're gonna have a reaction to Earth, right? It only makes sense.
It must be cool for like those characters, like because I highly doubt somebody like saw it in back in Krypton would be able to like
Mm-hmm.
grab a something of the weight of a truck and just flip it, like go to another planet and just have all this super strength.
Have that all that super strength. Yeah, good point. This fight is one of my favorites. So cool. So good. Just the way the physicality. I remember seeing this in theaters being blown away. Go like, wow, they're actually boxing.
That I think there's it's about to come up, but like when the two join to like uh knock him out when he's just on the floor, like
It's brutal.
like napping.
They're like, fuck this city. That guy just tanked it. Where does Zod go? Is Zod here still?
I think he already went back to the ship, no?
Oh. Bam! Like this is straight up like the Hulk. Wow, this whole town is obliterated. She goes into the fire. Oh, so good. Damn. Not the IHOP. I haven't been IHOP in a hot minute. It's miraculous that nobody got killed there. Well, yeah, I just woke up. My first time.
My first
Evolutionary advantage.
so brutal.
It's brutal. It's amazing.
Like this is another reason.
Too.
Yeah, this is another reason why I think it's silly, like the complaints about it, because not like yeah, sure, it's his first time, but like if the fucking henchmen are getting the better of him, obviously Sod was gonna get the better of him in the third act.
Yep. The way she's sliding against the ground here. Damn! Oh, shit! Kick, punch. Oh!
Just there. I'm out.
They're just like boxing on him. And I like this fight again because we're so used to Superman being this indestructible thing in past movies. He's so vulnerable in this movie. It's so cool. Damn. Not the cape.
Yeah. Also, probably the first time that he's like known actual pain.
Actual pain. And yeah, just combat in general. Yeah. He didn't go to Cobra Kai. Zap. I'm like, Guardian, they are boxing. I do not want to get involved. Just tickles them.
Oh, that shot to the head.
Right, boom. Woo! Nice save. Jesus.
The military subplot of this movie does feel a little bit Michael Bay. A little
Yeah.
bit. Not too obvious, but
Like we got to get involved somehow, kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It follows the Bay things where it's like they're cool, right? But very not great.
They're cool. Instantly gets murdered by the aliens.
Instantly get murdered. Yeah. Jeez. Hitting him with that triangle circle. Danger close. Good luck, sir. You better run. What are you doing, buddy? This rivalry, Edgar, the best rivalry in cinema history.
The tension.
Sexual tension is palpable. I would have pulled that gun on myself. Like, no way you're taking me alive. Let's go. Not that little knife.
Pull a Trades knife?
I know, right? What are we gonna do, buddy? It's so weird. Yeah, take off the helmet. Now beat her ass. This is your chance, Cal. That was great aim by the other guy.
Yeah. Military getting destroyed here.
Just utterly destroyed. Useless.
You know, bit of a side note, but like I rewatched obviously the Transformers movie. I'll talk about it for the June episode or whatever. But like,
please do.
One of the funniest things about like the second movie, Revenge of the Fallen, is that I was watching like the behind the scenes stuff, and they were like making such a big deal that the Jordanians like helped them like film the movie, that they gave them like their own military to like film like their own like vehicles and everything. and then you watch the movie and instantly get murdered. They're super useless.
That's one in the desert, right?
Yeah.
So y'all gonna shoot or what? I'm Cal. I'm like, okay, the battle didn't go how I planned, but they're gone. All's well that ends well, I think. Because Cal just got his ass worked. He is not one of us.
America.
Sears. Yeah, who's gonna build that? Is that under insurance? Somebody throwing a car through your house?
This poor house has been through so many things.
Yeah, there's no way she can afford to fix that house. Ain't no way.
Not just this, but like, doesn't she lose the house? The bank tries to get it back, and
yeah. Nice suit, minus the cape, son. Don't wear cape. She's way too optimistic. Yeah, it can be replaced. True.
The dialogue in this movie is surprising. It's really good. Like, people don't give it enough credit for the dialogue.
I'd be like, no, Mom, you would die. Minor setback. Smart, Jarrell, smart.
Dun dun dun.
So we got to kill his ass. The road engines. Light in the sky. Let's go.
Let's go, controversy.
Right. Every second of this movie is just controversy.
It really is.
Yeah, there's one in India, one in New York, right? Is there more than one? Or more than two?
I think it's only two, no?
Yeah, okay. One's like Indian Ocean, other one's New York. Or
Yeah,
Metropolis.
well, Metropolis, yeah.
Same thing.
One in each side of the planet.
Another thing where it's like Aquaman's gonna be connected to this because like affecting the ocean. Never happened.
I mean, that's kind of the idea that we're going for with Orm or whatever the fuck is
Just saying, like people have been fucking up our planet.
our planet, yeah.
Yeah.
But beyond that, not really. It doesn't really go anywhere.
That again, that'd be such a terrifying image. Just seeing that big claw-like thing above your city. I would have been left this in New York or Metropolis.
I'll be like, I'm gonna go for a weekend to Gotham.
Yep, I'm going to Gotham, guys. Peace out. I heard it's nice over there. Weather's great.
I'll deal with the Joker instead.
Yeah, come on. A laughing clown or freaking aliens from the sky.
Also, because like, aren't they supposed to be like directly like opposites of each other, like New York, New Jersey, or whatever? At least in this,
Yeah.
at least in this iteration.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
The sound design of these things are
It's incredible. Boom. Yeah, this is why you guys don't watch shit. Oh my god, what do you do? Just slamming the ground and everything in between. Shit. Yeah, if you're at ground zero, you're fucked.
Of course, this came out before Doom, but very Dune-esque sound design with this.
Is it Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. How do you know what terraforming means? We die.
There is no us. Oh,
Yeah, what
there
happened
won't be
to us? Tom Hardy? It's called Top Gun.
I do think it's kind of funny. Like, I don't really buy into the criticisms, but I
Yeah.
do think it's kind of funny that Superman picked to deal with the ship that's on the ocean and not with the ones with the people. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
he said, "I'll
Granted,
take
yeah,
the easy task."
yeah. Granted, it's like, how do you get into? If you're a human, how do you get
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Indian
yeah.
Ocean one? Because yeah, it's risky. Yep, it's a risk I'll have to take. Just realized there's not that much comedy in this. Like, there's small snippets. Uh, some of it works, some of it doesn't.
Was it this one of the infamous trailer shots?
I think so. Yeah. Jeez. It's like that one ride at amusement parks where you're just like, ooh.
We got 35 minutes to go, people.
We got the package.
The shot.
So beautiful. Why does this remind me of the Godzilla ending?
The jump. What is it?
The jump, yeah.
The jumps.
Sky jump, whatever it's called. You must hone it in, Zod. He got it much faster than Kyle did. That ringing, stopping, sound design again, peak.
Not trying to criticize a movie that I haven't even seen yet, but I do think it's hilarious that a lot of the Flash is gonna depend on like quote unquote nostalgia for this movie when they never gave this movie a straight sequel.
Exactly. It's like, hey, remember that movie from 10 years ago that you guys didn't want a sequel to? So Zod's talking to Jor-El. He went to the
To the
OG
ship,
Jor-El ship.
yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
This is something that I
What?
no, I was just gonna say this is something that just feels like unnecessary, just like dragging it out.
Yes, like why does this have a mind of its own kind of thing? It's really
Mhm.
weird. They could have made this very quick and simple, but they kind of extended it for no reason. Because we know the humans are going to be so unsuccessful here. Like, why?
The missiles going to the people.
They're just killing people. Sir, we just killed 20 people. Fuck.
That's another 20.
They should have been gone. What do you mean now? But yeah, it's just giving Cal something to do during the scene while the humans get fucked up before he comes to save the day. Goose, where are you?
And there goes Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise doesn't go out like that. Woo! Oh, nope. Okay. Didn't last. Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
What is this? Dark of the Moon?
Peak.
I know
Peak
you
of the
saw
moon.
that one. That's
This
the one
is the
without
same.
Megan Fox, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Jason Statham's woman or whatever.
That's his girlfriend?
I think that's his wife. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
wow.
Let's fact check that one.
And I'm arguing with marriage with the ghost. Ooh. Damn. Great line draw. We're both ghosts.
Yep, that's his wife.
Mm.
From Mad Max fame.
Yeah, wow. I will finish what he started. Believe that.
Such a good dynamic between these two.
Damn. What's Zod on this ship for? Is this
I think because yeah, because I think those are the other like Krypton babies. I think the things on the bubbles.
okay.
I think that's why. Could be wrong.
Here we go. Just an extended action sequence. That's not necessary.
We're still doing this.
We're still doing this. We're still doing this. Yeah, if I'm in the editing room with Zack, I'm like, so Zack, why do we have this here? To give Cal something to do while Earth again gets fucked up on the other end.
Yeah. It also just not very beneficial to your movie because like for me, like this is not doing anything for me. It's just like making me tired of seeing action instead of
Right?
when you can.
Yeah.
And once we get to the start action scene, which is great,
Which
on
is
its
great.
own,
It's just
but,
exhausting
like,
by that time, right?
Yeah, it's exhausting. Yeah.
Like just if we have Cal just hurry it up to this area, just keep it in this area. Like you can maybe have him doing the same thing in this area, where he's like fighting in here and he's distracted because Earth is crumbling around him. Or I mean, Metropolis is crumbling around him. We gotta move. Yeah, she's got to go, buddy. I'm sorry. No, okay. This is a cool shot, though.
The Christopher Reeve shot.
Yep. Jesus. That pressure. But I'm not risking my life for this woman. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Sorry, Jenny, but you're on
Who's
your own.
Jenny? I don't remember Jenny. Woo! See, none of this BS. So I'm just like, we're gonna go out together. No, I'd have been gone. So the road engines were connected.
Yeah.
If
That's
one goes,
another
the other
thing.
one goes.
Yeah, that's another thing that I always found like kind of like a confusion, like confusing decision because like why didn't he just do that on this one on Metropolis?
If they both go anyways, why didn't you go to Metropolis? Yeah, right. Like, why is he in the ocean anyways? If they're both
Like you can like if you want to keep the fucking tentacle thingies like fighting him, like at least
like
that's
we
a
just
reason.
said, yeah.
At least a reason for him to like not, save other people.
Yeah. So you could have had it in Metropolis where he's like, people are watching him save the day, and then it also takes out the one in the Indian Ocean over here. Like it would have been more impactful if people watch him save the day and defeat the Road Engine. Granted, they're going to see him save the day by him defeating Zod, but not in the best of ways. You're right. I never noticed that. Like, yeah, they both get taken out anyway.
I mean, I guess the only explanation is that the other one doesn't go off; it just turns off. It's still there.
Got it. Okay.
But still, like, you could have just contacted whoever is on the other side of the planet, like, hey, can you blow it up when it goes?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because at this point, yeah, they could just blow it up now that it's turned off. It's defenseless.
Still a
Oh
good,
shit!
still a good third act though.
I agree. Yeah, it's flawed, but very fun and thrilling still. Like I've always had a complaint that it lasted a bit too long. Like, the fight's too long, the action's a bit too long. But regardless, I think it's still thrilling as hell, and better than a lot of other third acts. Here he
Oh,
is.
you didn't like the Skittles third act of Shazam: Fear of the Gods?
Oh boy, that was something. Ooh, I love this. You destroy, and he's so like sad and terrified.
Krypton had its chance. Ah. You know, the movie has its flaws and all, but it's like scenes like this that make it all like come
They
together.
really bring the heart, yeah. And again, you can't underestimate Shannon as the villain. Is just a big part of that. Just fantastic. Oh, one of my favorite scenes coming up is when he's like putting his hand in the dirt. Like it's so good. Right before the fight begins.
Yeah.
Escape pod. Oh, I just got to turn it.
Idiots.
Fuck. It took us 20 minutes. Oh, Wilhelm scream. Yeah, guys, it's not working.
At least that guy is trying a heavier.
Yeah,
gun.
aim for the helmet though. Get those headshots, guys. Get those headshots. Damn. The chemistry, the sexual chemistry.
Enemies to lovers?
Yo. Push the thing out. Push it in. Push it in. Damn.
Oh.
How has she not been flung out yet, Lois? She's like on the edge of the plane. Whee!
Hey, they went out.
That's convenient.
Together.
Whoa.
She doesn't get hit by any of the debris.
None of the debris. That's pretty bad. Not the best look. Yeah, none of the debris, Edgar. None of the debris. Look at all that shit. Look at all that shit. Come on. Okay, I like it. I think it's sucked up anyways. Wow.
We saved the city.
We did it! Oh shit! But again, I never cared about like, oh, was city destroyed? It's like, come on, it's a comic book city. This ain't real. But still, I mean, in the context of the movie, I get people's complaints, whatever. But for me, I never really thought about it until people brought it up. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that city did get fucked up, didn't it?
Also, like, at least several years must have gone by between this climax and the very last scene of the movie when they're all back to normal, because they couldn't reconstruct everything in weeks or months.
Yeah.
Unless Superman was there.
Like, guys, not yet. Oh, this dialogue here is peak. Zod's pain. And this is just pure anger because his plan has utterly failed now. It's just pure anger.
Like throughout the movie, he's been like overly emotional, but I think this is the first time you actually see him be like, like
Pure anger.
actually sad, like in agony.
In this squalor. Ooh. And if Krypton's gone. Oh, so good. He's devoted. He was born for this, bred to protect Krypton, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have no people.
And it also shows the flaws of Krypton, like just like making people for one singular purpose.
Great point. Yeah, I never thought about that. Ah! Yes, I am. Just in case these buildings weren't fucked up enough.
Another building. There it goes.
Oh yeah, so funny seeing this in the BVS.
Yeah. I was about to say this is the one, right? Like that goes down and from Bruce's perspective.
Like he just floats. Ooh.
The veins in the eyes are so cool.
It's really cool. These buildings are just falling.
Why are you staring at them?
Yeah, why are they still there, right? Yeah. Why are the people still on the streets? Go away. Hide somewhere else. Head to the bridges.
They went to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 school of civilians.
Honestly. Damn. Bah. This combat. Damn, just getting pelted with cars while they're fighting. Wow. The verticality of this fight, too, is really cool. He's already putting it into his head. Either you die or I do. There's no other option.
Mm-hmm.
But Superman always finds an option. I don't care.
I love how we see Captain America murder people left and right in Marvel movies.
Left and right. He yeets people out the building. Bred to be a warrior. Just like you said, like Krypton breeds people for specific purposes. You got jokes? On a farm with corn. He just takes off that armor. Thank God.
Every facial expression of Michael Shannon is just a meme.
It's great. Like we said up top, it's like that perfect balance of like funny but somehow emotional and serious. This whole flight sequence here is so cool. Metropolis is huge.
Yeah, I guess only part of the city only gets destroyed.
Yeah, like
because they make it
downtown.
seem everybody and every movie, like fan, critic, whatever, they always
Like
make it seem
Metropolis
like
got
it's
destroyed.
just a section
Downtown.
of yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still bad, but
It's extending now. Yeah, I mean now it's okay. Now it's getting extended. That's like 5 buildings you just went through.
but everybody already clocked
Oh,
out.
that cool reverse shot
Yeah.
there. That was cool. Now they're in space.
Everybody, Bruce Wayne.
You boom.
What would you run into then?
Damn. And then he just pushes it and then runs into it. I love a good return to the atmosphere shot of that movie too.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Really cool. So cool.
Armageddon?
Armageddon. You gotta watch that. Oh boy, here we go. Controversy number 11. I don't mind people still being in here though. At least this is a good place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you can mourn for them. Oh, the music here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Dang, she got places fast. How did she get here so fast? We
How
just
does she-
went through all of Metropolis. How did you know where we were? Damn.
Hey, she's a journalist. She's a good
Hey, yeah, she's a
investigator.
journalist, guys. That's the answer to everything. She's a journalist. Oh. You can hear that crack. You can hear it. The lights leave his eyes. Oh man.
Quite literally, the light leave his eyes.
Literally. What have I done? Anakin.
Should have ended the movie with the Linkin Park song. What?
As Cal screams in agony, we're just laughing. Poor Cal. It is a sad scene. His first kill. The whole movie, he's been taught from both his fathers to protect people, and to keep people safe and to be true to yourself. And he just kind of goes against his wishes there, against his will. It's very interesting choice from Zack. Very interesting. Again, I don't mind it. I don't know if I would have done it, but like with the movie that Zack set up here, I kind of don't mind. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
With the movie that Zack set up about like the world between Kryptons and Earth and Zod being this antagonistic force that is just like everything he has is gone and he's going to kill him without any kind of remorse. There was no other option.
It's also a great setup just overall for like the arc of the character, like moving forward. Like how does he like improve from here moving in the future?
Great point. How does he move on from his first kill? Does he kill again, or did this scar him for life? Yeah. Are you even stupid? 13 actually. I nearly died saving you guys. I love that. It's about as racist as it gets. I have hope. This scene always feels so weird to me. Like it feels like it's tacked on, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this. Like what?
This feels tacked on.
What? What is this? What is this? If you just go to a different movie, it feels so unlike Zack, right? It felt like a Whedon thing right there.
We went to a Michael Bay movie for.
That was weird. What was that whole scene? Was so unnecessary. Just delete all that. Delete that. And I love this scene though. This is a good close. Just see me fuck up Metropolis. The music, the flashbacks, full circle, beautiful. Good old American values from Kevin Costner. Now, this is how you end a movie. Like, it's showing us, like, from a kid, he's always been that person, regardless of what his father's been telling him. Maybe not even in despite of it, in honor of it, in a sense. He's still, he's his son, and he's still Superman. You know, that's who he'll always be. Both. So cute. I'm gonna be fucking Lois. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Oh, this ending peak, dude. Peak.
Super goofy last couple of lines, but it works.
It works.
Cheesy, but it's
because that's who he is. Again, we said up top, Superman is a cheesy character. It's a cheesy comic, but yeah, this part works. Oh, I love this. The music. I
also like that they're focusing like on the chest, like knowing that the suit is probably like underneath. This guy just needs to give up.
Yeah, you stop it.
He's like, what's his name? Spider-Verse dude, Miles Shamik Moore or what?
Oh yeah, Shamik. Oh no, poor Shamik. Clark Kent. Again, how do you not know who he is? But hey, whatever. Anyways. I want this romance. We never fully got it. Woo!
Hans Zimmer going off.
Where's my sequel? Because what that sets up is like Clark working the Daily Planet, a good romantic relationship with Lois that we kind of do get in BVS, but it's like hamstrung again by so much other shit. But like, I wanted a sequel where you can give me that Amazing Spider-Man 2, regardless of what people think. Give me that romance that Emma and Andrew had. Like, give me that with Lois and Clark. I really hope James does that with Man of Tomorrow. Like, give me that emotional connection between Lois. And that's why I love the first two OG Superman movies. That romance between him and Lois is really special in those movies. But yeah, overall, guys, fantastic movie. 2 hours, 23 minutes long. I guess 2 hours and 13 minutes long. If you've been on the stream, we're 2 hours and 23. But yeah, my phone did not die on me, Edgar. Ha!
I didn't say it was gonna die. I said it was gonna explode.
Yes. There. It goes to your thighs, and then you blow up. SpongeBob joke there. But yeah, overall, fun movie. I can't wait to see how they F it up in Flash. No, I'm kidding.
Restore the Snyderverse?
Restore the Snyderverse. Come on. James Gunn fraud. No.
Sell it to Netflix.
God. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Flash as much as I can be. I'm excited for Supergirl. It's also Cal, of course. But anyways, regards to this movie, I think it's a lot of its themes are a little bit messy, but overall it nails it. Like when you said, certain moments really tie it all together. Certain moments really hit. I like the Jor-El. I forgot, like there's so much of Jor-El here and a lot of Jonathan Kent here as well that it makes me appreciate the Jonathan Kent scenes in BVS a bit more because it kind of builds on top of like what is set up here with Jonathan Kent. But regardless,
now that you mentioned that, like it is kind of a nice contrast that in the first movie you spend with like his actual biological father, like this ghost figure, and then in the second movie you have like his adopted, and he's like I envision him too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of. Like, throughout this movie, I'm like, there's a lot of Jor-El in here. And we get a lot of Jonathan Kent. But I feel like a lot of the Jonathan Kent stuff that I mostly remember is from BVS when he's on top of the mountain, which is a pretty great scene in that movie as well. But yeah, so the Jor-El Jonathan dynamic is strong here, but I like it as well in BVS. But also, the action's fantastic. Lasts a little bit longer in the third act. Why is he in India? But overall, and Zod is like the best part about this movie. Michael Shannon is fantastic, incredible as Zod. I can't get over it. He's always been a great villain for me.
Yeah, and this movie movie is still probably one of my flaws and all. It's still probably one of my favorite comic book movies. Probably one of my favorite DC movies. It's definitely up there for Zack Snyder's my personal favorites of his. I don't dislike the guy or
Sure,
his movies
yeah.
as much as people do. I think well, yeah, it's sure he has some that are not as great, but I think like I'll rather take a movie by somebody who you can tell that is trying than somebody then that you can tell is just like a gig, like a job. Like
Yeah, there's certain people in Hollywood these days that are just like serviceable directors who do their things very well, but there's not really a lot of flair to it. But I
mhm.
like Zach. There's always you're always going to get something, right? You're always going to get his style, certain themes carried through in a lot of his movies as well. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited to see what's next for Rebel Moon coming out later this year. Even though it's
Two
weird, he's doing so
cuts.
many different cuts in his part.
Yeah.
I didn't know it's a part one now. There's gonna be
I
two
mean that's
parts,
fine. You make
and
sequels
multiple
if you want,
cuts.
but like
Yeah,
stick to just one cut. Just stick to
just
your
one
original.
cut. You're on a streaming service. Why do you have to do more cuts now? You got to do streaming service so you can have more freedom. And now that he has more freedom, he's doing more cuts. I'm like, God damn it, Zach. Whatever. Um,
He loves the hustle.
He loves to hustle. And it's funny for Zach, whenever he makes a movie, like it becomes a cinematic universe. Remember they were going to do the whole thing for what was the zombie movie that came out a couple years ago?
Army of the
Army of the Dead.
Dead.
Like, remember there was Army of the Dead, then there was that prequel that was like Thieves of the Dead or
Army of
Army
Thieves.
of Thieves,
Yeah, something like that.
whatever. It wasn't good. But he didn't really direct that one either.
Yeah, he did.
And then there was going to be like an anime adaptation of it or something, anime prequel, and then there was going to be a sequel, whatever. It never really came to fruition. But now there's going to be people are saying there's going to be Rebel Moon, part one, part two. There's rumors of other spinoffs. So Zach, whenever
Mhm.
he makes a movie, he always likes making these cinematic universes, which is what we got with Man of Steel. It kind of created a cinematic universe, which he was the linchpin of for the first couple of
Mhm.
years. There was this BVS, Justice League. There was going to be 3 Justice League movies originally, or something like that. So Zach, he has a vivid imagination, very ambitious, but I'll be there every step of the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite Snyder films as well. My brother just rewatched Sucker Punch last night,
Mm.
and I'm like, not one of my favorites for Zach. I remember seeing that vividly, and it's not great.
Pretty visuals, but yeah, nothing
Pretty visuals, and
beyond
then
that.
just empty.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I
Yeah.
love Man of Steel.
And as for the Flash, we'll probably talk about it on our June episode. So look forward to that in a
Exactly.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, look forward to our June episode. Also look forward to, we mentioned it last time we did a podcast, but top 10 coming up for we'll talk about that when it goes live. We have a top 10 coming up. We have I still want to do Emmy predictions with Josh probably by the end of this month because I think nominations
Mhm.
are like the first week in July or whatever.
Yeah, right around the corner.
So they're on the corner. We have like a month left to a nomination, so that's going to get really fun. And then we're also cooking up some like best of the year stuff and what's happening for the rest of the year as well. So we have stuff cooking on this channel, Edgar. A lot of fun stuff ahead.
Yeah, so as the
Can't
kids
wait.
say, like and subscribe, ring the bell, and all the
Ring the
good stuff.
bell. Leave
And
comment.
yeah,
Yes.
and you can find this podcast on Twitter, Instagram at WHFG Podcast. You can look us up on your favorite platform to listen to podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, etc. And Evan, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter, HarrisEV9. Where I'm talking about everything. The usual Star Wars. I can't get Across the Spider-Verse out of my head. I'm tweeting about it all the time because it's honestly a fantastic movie. Instantly, I walked out of the theater. I was like, this is one of those rare movies, which I experienced it with this year's Suzume, where I'm like, this might be just one of my favorite movies of all time already, off of just one theatrical experience. It's one of those special movies where you can just automatically say, like, I will always remember this movie. And between Suzume and Across the Spider-Verse, animation is just amazing so far this year. Let's see if Elemental holds up. But yeah, I've had a blast with Across the Spider-Verse. I'm always talking about that, box office, stuff like that. Playing Jedi Survivor these days. Dude, there's a glitched Jedi Survivor trophy that's pissing me off. I hope EA Star Wars fixes it so I can platinum that game. Otherwise, yeah, I'm playing games. I'm doing everything.
Quick Quick question. I don't think I've heard you talked about or haven't asked you. What do you like better, Into the Spider-Verse or Across?
Across the Spider Verse is
Across.
better, which is startling for me because Into the Spider Verse is one of my favorite movies of all time and one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. But now Across the Spider Verse is even better. So yeah, I love both. Both are 5 out of 5 for me.
Hmm.
I love both for different reasons. One's a great origin story. One's a great sequel in every sense of the word.
Yeah. And you can find our co-host who didn't show up because he thought this movie was, as I'm quoting, mid, even though he gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, make it make sense. You can find him at Josh D. Woodbury, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. And you can find me on same social medias, ETG or TEG. You can find some of my written work for Loud and Clear Reviews and the Cinema Spot. I'm right now currently covering the Tribeca Film Festival, watching a few indies, so
Awesome.
you can look forward to those reviews. Some of them are already up, other things are still on the works, but yeah, see you on the next one, guys, and bye bye.
Bye bye.